put the stream on pause for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get straight into game 2.
Yeah. And now for a end of game interview. Let's see what's going on with our two teams. Okay, lads. How do you guys feel? I think you guys should spaghetti gauntlet.
The stream is kind of. Can you hear my audio in the stream?
Wait, what about the stream?
No, I have to make sure they can hear the audio. Alright. Alright, Taylor, what did you want Eric to switch to when he was in the game? So you have to switch to game capture. So maybe that's why I was lagging.
I was in game capture. Yeah, no, I was in game capture.
Oh, you were? Okay.
You guys are on stream.
Okay. Taylor, do you know why the game might have...
Oh, yes. We were curious about that entire game. So, what was the incentive behind the Krug play? It was looked a little risky. Do I have to, if I close Twitch, does that do anything? That stuff doesn't do anything.
Right, Taylor, should Eric close out all other bets? Okay.
Yeah.
Close out everything except for OBS and League.
Even Discord?
Yeah.
I am at Ryan's house right now. Okie doke. Well, best of luck. Beat up my brother.
Wait, can you guys hear me? Like, how about with the audio? It's not my mic. Okay, how's my audio? Okay, wait, let's see if we can try to fix, or let's see if I can check the mic computer. Yeah, apparently.
Do you have OBS?
Wait, no, tell them to, god damn it. They didn't even invite me. No, tell them to, well, I wasn't Eric, so I'm on it now. Tell them to leave. Tell them to leave. Tell them to leave.
Okay, guys.
No, I can't. No, we're not
Okay.
recording on, we're recording here, so. No, Eric,
Whatever. No, you can spectate.
No, but I can't.
You can't?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, but I want to try to work out because they can't hear my mic at all. Yeah, just tell them because it's so.
Okay, guys, quit the Twitch dance log.
We want to try to work out audio.
Why? Because Ryan's a duck. He wants to work out his audio.
Okay, so you guys need to tell me if you can hear me on the stream.
No.
Okay, so just message me and I'll try to call it Eric. That's why I'm telling them. I didn't think they started it already. They didn't even invite me.
Whatever. Okay, they left.
Okay. One, tell them to invite me. Two, alright, so, do you think I should just be on a call? Alright, just message me and I'm going to call this, I'm going to call it. Well, actually, let me ask her.
Okay, join up.
Don't start it. Alright, Tyler.
Join the spectators.
Alright. Tyler. How did you and Miles do the audio? No, Tyler, were you and Miles just on separate mics? No, for the. No. Okay, what mic did you use? Okay, just try to use my headset now.
Okay. And we will be quitting Discord. Yeah. Can I plug the this laptop in? Yeah.
Alright, testing. If you can hear us, message me on Discord if the mic volume is better. Or in chat.
Do we need synapse to get this to work, Ryan? Do we need synapse? Are you guys ready? Are we ready, Ryan?
I don't know.
Can we just go? Okay, doke.
Hello, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Very much.
There, we can put the laptop on there. Put the laptop on there. Stop it against the wall.
If you want, okay. Maybe that's why. But I know someone underneath it, but I don't think that'll help.
Just so loud. Oh wait, let's turn off loud. Okay, I mean, like, what battery percentage is he even at? 33%? It's not very good.
No, no, look at the wall. Are you guys able to hear me? Wrong. Are you guys able to hear it? Hello? Like, tell me if you can hear this. Hello. Can you hear that? Can I get a copy right in chat? Can you hear that? Can you hear what I just said? I know it's true. Can you check this mic? Oh yeah, because I don't have my mic. I'm using a computer mic.
Or
Just check the stream. Alright, so sorry for the stream delay. Right now we have the pickups of Nautilus and Nami, and we also have a Thresh, so tanky slash supporter picks from both sides right now.
yeah, both teams don't really want to commit their solo lane picks.
Also an Elise getting picked
Oh,
up.
not an Evelyn, an Elise. I'm moving.
Okay. What is that audio? It says it's not reading desktop audio.
It wasn't before.
What's the setting bar? Alright, Cassiopeia being picked up here by, is that a, no, that is the Heterosexuals who did win game 1. Should I start uploading? Wait, how did Tether splice up the games?
Huh?
How did Tether splice up the games? There. The Corky band because they were terrified of the Corky in the previous game. Why didn't you turn off audio?
Like, why haven't you muted your computer? Did you take your headset out? Yeah. Because that's how we get echoing.
Jin band coming out.
And we don't really know what to expect here.
And there's the Rise band.
Rise band. Tyler has been completely hated out going into pick phase 2.
Terrified of his previous game as Corky and the possibility of landing against the Catalina Rise.
Just keep in mind, like, according to the stats, Tyler is the best player on their team.
That is true.
So, in terms of rank, so it makes sense to hit him out first.
Alright, we're getting the message Sand on Mars. I do not understand what that is trying to reference here. That's pretty apparent that there'd be sand on Mars since it's a planet pretty much desolate of all water. So, interesting statement there. Alright, for the red team, the pickup for Misfortune.
And we have Twisted Fate for Tyler.
So is this the
Swain, Thresh, Bot, Elise Jungle,
VR top, TF mid.
Yep.
Alright, so more of a conventional team comp for the red side of the only pickup again seems to be their comfort pick. Nautilus, Galio, Misfortune. So is this a Nautilus jungle?
Well, despite having the weaker team comp game 1, the Heterosexuals did win. But now they have a much better team comp.
I mean, I wouldn't say Nautilus jungle is the best. I would have gone with a different jungle.
This looks like Nautilus top, Galio jungle.
Galio jungle is an interesting development.
Spicy picks.
Interesting development. Not gonna say I've seen that one very often.
The very defensive summoners don't really want Twisted Fate to be able to get too aggressive on the enemy backline.
Twisted Fate going for Ignite though.
Interesting. Most Twisted Fate players offer
TP Ghost Barrier, maybe even heal.
Yeah. Much more defensive summoner spells. The most aggressive one being Ghost.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're gonna be hopping into the game very shortly while we see another dominance, or not necessarily dominance, but victory from the Heterosexuals, or will Tennis Charles make it 1-1 to close out the series?
Bam. Oh, we don't want to do loading screen.
We are doing loading screen.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
No, show the picture.
Show the picture for now, and we don't show the loading screen.
Yeah, that's what I meant by loading screen. Yeah, we don't show loading screen. That's what we have for loading screen. Alright, all of these players not very well versed in the champions that they picked, but that goes around for everyone, so it's gonna be
an interesting match. We might see another first blood from the Krugs.
Yeah, Galio jungle.
Remember, this is the Jax that got executed. level
No,
4
actually,
was
first
that?
blood. Level 4.
Yeah.
I mean,
That-
Krugs always
Krugs
gotta
are-
watch out for them. They
Most junglers skip them because they
take too long.
way too long and they cost a lot of HP. So
The Krugs are a power play though, meaning if you can get them,
putting
you
you
gotta,
ahead of whopping 50 gold, which does not put them on the very high end of the list for most junglers.
yes, but sometimes you just wanna disrespect the Krugs because
Don't you miss the days when you could go like red to Krugs and at level 3?
Riot doesn't really like junglers at this point, which is pretty apparent from the machete changes, making it so they got a whopping 4 gold per caster minion.
See, that makes passive junglers like Galio a lot better.
Galio,
If they're inting, then they still get full gold from lane packs.
No. It's only if they're doing really good.
Yeah, I know. If they're inting, they still get full gold from lane packs. Yeah.
And the least, so we do have a caster jungle on both sides. We have more CC and a lot better team fight, but it's gonna be a lot harder to get there. But if they're able to scale, it's over for the blue team if our team can scale.
First match in our entire series where there has now been an assassin pick.
Was your one last time? Last game?
Oh.
Alright, big brain play is coming out from our commentator Eric, please.
Big brain.
Alright.
I just assumed tough.
Okay. So I like the thank you chat for the CapM chat. Auto mod holding a message to reason. We will allow it. We shall allow these claims from autist vendor because can I get a kill box in chat said by autist vendor? That is an interesting statement. And
we are launching ourselves. And
alright. Thank you, Dr. T, for that very nice looking squid. I will remember to look that up later when I'm going to sleep. It's a nice picture of the squid. Okay then. I'd like to shout out Twitter handle OneUnibrow for creating the logo for the Creep Minion Gang and soon to be Yeetles, our own logo, and Tyler's Turtles. Also, thank you to Autism Vendor for creating this beautiful loading screen that we have to show you guys right now.
Okay, so while we're waiting, we're going to look at everybody's keystone choices because we were not able to see those in the champion select area.
Alright, Thresh picking up Aftershock. Twisted Fate with Halo Blade, that's an interesting choice. Could be a good option for his E. Usually not most Twisted Fate players don't opt for that, but interesting play. If you're going for the Conqueror swing with the Phase Rush, at least with the Airy, I'm not sure about that one. Most go for Electrocute since it would have more burst and more damage, and Elise does not have any shields or heals, so interesting opt on that one. Same thing for the TF Halo Blades. Usually they go for Meteor, maybe Airy for the poke. Those two Halo Blades, he's going against the Galio jungle, so he's got to get those stacks up fast.
Okay, here we go. On red side, we have some more conventional keystone choices. We have double Aftershock taken from our top and jungle. Unable to download Spect. Yeet. And League of Legends. Having some stereotypical League of Legends issues. We will be back shortly.
Hopefully.
Oh, wait. We're not even connected yet. Or the lever now. Okay, so anyways, we saw Sorcery being taken as the secondary for Galio.
Okay.
And Inspiration on Nautilus, he's probably going for that maximum CDR so that he can maintain as much pressure
Very
on
tanky team.
the immobile bot lane. We'll see Nautilus, which is also a very good counter pick to Thresh, because if he does get hooked, he can just shield up and then initiate onto
Same
the
thing
swing.
for Galio. There's not very many good hook targets for Thresh, so and not very many pure targets either, since there's no assassins. Thresh, not the best support in this situation, but still, Thresh is always a good pickup. Never a bad choice, because always can get a good hook on Misfortune, which is what they need to do.
Right.
Blue team's main objective this game is to shut down Misfortune early and shut down Cast late.
And another interesting thing to note is
we're in the game now.
The Galio is actually not the greatest of pickups because he doesn't have anybody to ult onto as a
maybe Nautilus.
Maybe Nautilus, but I'd imagine Nautilus is.
I don't know. What a game capture. What said it wasn't able to record, remember?
When did it say it wasn't able to record?
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's just blinking.
No, I turned on window capture and
okay. Oh, it's because your game's frozen.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
Alright, well, on my side of things, I can see that the game is 1 minute underway. Not much going on. A lot of pings going straight towards the blue nexus from the red side. So you're gonna find out they may want to end there. Okay, well, black screen. Another great game from Riot Games. One of their many games in their arsenal.
Riot game.
Riot game. Well, then they do have mechs versus minions.
A very passive start, no invades going down despite the Thresh and Nautilus.
Yeah.
Both fairly aggressive.
A very nice leash coming off of the Fiora to help out the elites. Now she has to lane against Nautilus. Fiora should be able to win this lane. Mid lane about even. TF maybe he'll be winning, but the Halo Blades pick up is kind of questionable. Bot lane could go in favor. Either way, I'd say more favored towards the blue side since they're more tanky and have more damage early on.
We'll see if Nautilus knows the trick to reset Fiora.
Here we are, we're in game now.
That could be the difference between winning or losing.
Are you ahead of me?
Why did you keep turning on?
Alright, so here we have.
Instantly. Okay. Nothing too much interesting happened. It looks like we've traded Scuttles top and bot.
Well, I think that blue team has a much better early game than red side.
Right.
And they should be trying to push that. Obviously late game, but I think Elise needs to be pushing the advantage against Galio. And same thing for Fiora and Nautilus. They need to be winning their lanes or their respective matchups, because if they don't, I'm predicting that they will lose the game. But they may be able to snowball because Fiora and Elise are pretty snowballing champions.
Oh, speaking of snowballing, I missed my opportunity to talk about the rumors of Misfortune.
Going in, the flash from Nami, the heal from Misfortune, Ignite coming off of Thresh for good play, good stun, and hook and E from the Swain. Galio coming in for the level 3 game. The flame missing. Oh wait, Swain going on Nami, getting a kill on the Nami to trade. First one going to the Galio though. They're still going for the Swain. Swain should be able to get out since he does still have flash. And heal decides
he refuses to flash the Galio E, and he is forced to back now.
He probably would have been able to save heal if he flashed.
He would have been able to save,
or
save now
heal.
He would have been able to save that. Or he would have been
You're
able to
going on the Nautilus should be keeping the pressure up. Tyler going in on the Cassiopeia. Good trade for Tyler, but
yeah, Cassiopeia taking a lot of damage from minions.
Elise.
Okay, mid lane we should see a flash gold card, and that.
Elise getting hit by the Galio. The Galio jungle seems to be working out really well. Good play by Elise. Can we go back to that camera? Oh, it's automatically there. And was that a flash away? I can't tell. That is a flash away from Elise.
Yes, that is a flash away from Elise. And
it's kind of surprising that Elise is losing to Galio, but Galio does have a lot of early damage.
Galio is a very interesting pick. He's very kiteable, but if you're able to be in the right place at the right time, he has a lot of CC for a 3-6 champion.
Yeah.
And it's all in AoE as well, making for some seriously potent yeah.
Elise
looking for the same
Oh, is this going to be Krug's getting
another I got been in this place before. Hi,
Krug's picking up another kill in game 2.
Is the same Krug character?
Well, if you place your bets for Krug's first blood, I'm sorry to say,
game 2.
I'm sorry to say you won't be getting it this time, but they were able to pick up
the Twitch
kill. Let's see what Twitch chat's going on. They're telling saying they do not care about the Krugs taking another kill, but they do want a certain race to be sent away. Alright. Fiora should be going pretty aggressive on the Nautilus, considering that Galio has been bot lane most of the game. I believe Fiora should be trying to go for a kill probably soon.
Or Galio's topside camps. If you can't beat the enemy jungler at their own game, you can at least counter jungle them.
Oh, Cassiopeia landing the W, hitting Tyler 3 times.
With the empowered E because he was poisoned.
Yes. Twisted Fate does have the... No, it's even in the lane since they both lost those summers on the trade.
Top lane is surprisingly even. Fiora has played very passively against the Nautilus. And CS is looking a lot more even this game.
It is looking a lot more even, that is true.
Oh, Tyler's actually losing against the lane opponent that he was stomping last game.
Yeah, well...
In fact, it appears that whichever team is on red side seems to CS better.
Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good hook by Flash.
That's a really good hook.
Waiting for the play.
And that is a flash. Okay, and we have a small skirmish.
Elise is up in levels, and if you are enclosing, we do need Twisted Fate, and all teams are closing in. This could be a good one. Cocoon hitting the Cocoon, Cassiopeia. Tyler did opt to keep farming.
Back off before,
the flash onto the Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate getting taunted too. The ult. Galio getting killed, but Elise gets the... Oh, the flash from Fiora! Missing the flash over the wall.
It was a close one. It looked like she flashed to the side there instead of flashing over the wall.
Fiora may have been able to pick up a few kills there, but unfortunately, not able to do it on that one. Another 9 viewers. Hello, shout out to nearly double-digit chat.
So we interviewed last game about the Krug execute from game 1. And it appears it's actually a Korean strategy to reduce the enemy morale. So it seems like that transferred into a win after Red Team got too confident last game. So it seems that Elise is just trying to copy their strategy and see if she can pick up a free win.
Yeah, it seems to have worked out last game too. This game's still pretty even, 2-2. Gold lead about pretty much. It's pretty much even.
It's even.
Who's got both kills for each side?
Kills are spread out between jungle bot on the blue side and jungle mid on the red side. CS is very even.
I still believe that Elise should have taken Electrocute, may have been able to do a few more. At least would have done more damage, in my opinion. But I don't know, maybe Aerie would be better for late game if Elise is going for more defensive, if they go for Holy Grail.
No, if Elise went, that doesn't work. If Elise took Font of Life and Resolve in her secondary, like Font of Life Bone Plating, or wait, is that in the same row? No, it's not. Yeah, Font of Life Bone Plating. Then she'd be able to actually donate heals to people.
So into the E. This is a good setup. Swin ult. Thresh plays kind of sideways. Good hook. This should be a kill for blue side, and it is. Good play all around from bot lane. Bot lane seems to be Doing pretty well. That
If
was
you
a
guys remember from last game, that was the Vladimir from last game on Swain. Very similar champions. You could tell that he's pretty talented at both of them.
yeah, playing pretty well. Oh, the Cassiopeia missing both targets, but still doing a lot of damage. At least needs to get away. But Nami is caught out. Barely living is Cassiopeia, but then she gets killed. Nami is dead. A TB coming out from Nautilus.
And
The tanks, Galio and Alice are both here. Tyler backing away for no reason. Hook missing from Thresh.
Flash gold.
Okay, this should be the double flay. This could be a nearly ace. No, Nautilus walking away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we know as a clown fiesta.
So it seems that the int to crack strategy seems to be working out for blue side this game. So another hook by Swain hits the E, brings him in. Nautilus barely escapes with a white.
And the blue card from Twisted Fate. They cannot take the tower here, but this is it was a very free
It was a very
dragon.
big power play too. 2k gold differential. And I'd say pushing mid may have been the better option too because they were chasing them down. You don't know if they have
and the least did get taken down, so they did not have
they have people responding, so they don't have that much damage against Dragon anyways. They don't have an
actual ADC. This is true.
So they don't have that much AD. They would need POI to do bulk for the damage.
And also the dragon's not very impactful, being my least favorite dragon, Ocean Dragon.
Ocean Drake is very good in some situations, like it'd be good for the Twisted Fate, and it'd actually be pretty good for the bot lane.
It's a very niche keystone, or a niche dragon. That's not really worth prioritizing.
Oh, here we have a freeze.
A slight freeze.
Not that bad. Alright, okay. Here we have Cassiopeia just farming out mid. How's the farm going? Let's go check out the farm from both sides.
It was pretty even last time we checked, but now Nautilus has actually been able to
surprisingly
regain his gain his CS lead. Cassiopeia, 13 CS ahead of Twisted Fate.
Nora does have a Tiamat, which should probably put her in the CS advantage, yet still losing. Oh, another good E. Swain seems to be landing a lot of these CCs onto the Misfortune.
And the Misfortune also
does looking to go aggressive. Plays the fish in. Hits another hook. The Swain barely missing or coming out. Good bubble from Nami. Oh, the flash ult onto the Nami, killing her. Ult from Misfortune is able to kill a Swain. That was a lot of damage I was not expecting that. It's a good play by bot lanes from both sides. Probably better plays from blue team. The red team is able to pull out. Thresh smacking it. If he's able to land the hook, this could be the kill on Misfortune. She has to not send. Wow. Thresh picking up the solo kill onto Misfortune. That must
I was
about
to say they did play it better, and that left Thresh with a higher health pool, and they were able to actually capitalize that and get the kill.
That must feel pretty bad for the red team. Looking to see that they missed also 2 ways after that.
Yeah. Is that a
swim?
Interesting. So we have a stopwatch on Twisted Fate, but he did not take Inspiration secondary, I believe.
He bought stopwatch.
I think he bought stopwatch
against the Cassiopeia.
Instead, we don't actually know what he's building. It looks like he's trying to build Rod of Ages and Gorilla at the same time.
And also got stopwatch.
Rod of Ages is generally an item you want to build as quickly as possible.
Or he could be going Abyssal Mask for the tank TF, and he could be building Gargoyle Stoneplate with the stopwatch.
This is very possible.
Oh, Gallia coming and balling the flare away from Thresh. Closing the gap with Heroic Charge. Wing in to taunt the Thresh. Thresh may be going down. Has to watch what he does.
That was a very clean flash by Thresh.
Elise coming in looking for a possible counter gank. But Galio is extremely.
They fall back now. Galio has not yet finished his Cinderhawk, but he is building Merc Treads, it appears, for releasing Twisted Fate stun.
Galio somehow is able to pull gold lead, CS lead onto the leads, which surprises me a lot, but that's how it goes sometimes.
He has a lot of raw power farming potential that Elise just doesn't have. She only has her W, really.
He does have very long cooldown.
This is true. but he's kind of like middling his ability to just raw one-shot camps.
Oh, double E hits the Nami and the Misfortune. Ulti again. Oh, Thresh.
And now another beautiful hook
CC
by
chain.
Thresh.
Good E by Swain. Good W. Pull in for the flip for Thresh. Looks like Misfortune trying to back. Stops the back for some reason.
Oh, and knocks back into
guys, remember
vision.
Galley does not ult to ult in. He does ult in. Misfortune is able to survive because of good ult hitting
double
both.
stun by Cassiopeia.
Good fight. Swain may have to be trying to go for the
double kill on bot lane, probably transitioning into at least a dragon.
I don't know, they may be just walking away since Misfortune's pretty low back. No, they seem to be wanting to go for the dragon. Elise is here looking for a steal or a possible kill into the Misfortune. Elise sneaking around is the Korean sneak strategy. If you are just pushing in casually,
yeah,
not much coming out from top lane.
Quite know what Elise is doing right now.
Elise
pinging enemies missing.
Elise looking for possibly a steal here.
Elise doesn't know for sure whether or not they're on dragon. She's
going in? Is this going to be a steal? Dragon is nearing. The smite and the steal. Gallagher is low. Gold carded. Will he go down? Gallagher does go down. Twisted Fate. Elise flashes out, leaving Twisted Fate in the Baron pit all alone. There's a very unnecessary flash. Oh, it doesn't matter. That was pretty clean play by Elise. Twisted Fate not wanting Elise to back so soon. Hits the blast cone. I saw previously
a lot of
Elise
team synergy
with the blast cone coming out from Killers Turtles. If you remember previously,
All-Out Gaming was actually
responsible for inting the Tonken with the the blast cone, which questionable play, but sometimes you gotta int. You know, that's my motto. Sometimes you gotta int.
So last game we noticed it was pretty split up. You know, red team had the gold lead, blue team had the objective lead. But this game, blue team has both the gold and objective lead. Yeah, Nautilus just with the slippery
getting caught up, but the ult at least probably needs to E that, but not E. Oh, Nautilus queuing into the wall. Unfortunately, another play CC chain from bot lane. Swain is thinking he needs to probably flash to kill that. No, it does not. We get any summers. Misfortune does have to heal. Nami does not use anything. Another pull? Is this Thresh barely missing up? No, barely missing the play, but does hit the hook. So they are able to pick up. Bot lane seems to be doing a phenomenal performance. This Thresh Swain, way better than I thought I could have turned out. Just the raw power of Swain CC and Thresh's CC. The CC chain going.
Swain is a threshold control mage. Yeah. Swain is a threshold control mage, so if you can keep him in his area of damage, then you're set.
Yeah, it's Tyler doing alright. Let's check the gold from each player, the CSing.
CSing on each player?
Fiora has caught up to the Nautilus. Junglers stayed even. Mid laner losing a little bit. Bot lane winning a little bit for
it looks like we're getting Abyssal Mass or Galio.
The TF with the Zeal still has not completed one item at the 18-minute mark. I'm very confused.
This looks like a rapid fire cannon Twisted Fate. We're gonna have a special interview with Tyler after this game.
Well, I don't know. I may possibly thinking about interviewing the Swain and actually I don't know.
I want to interview their entire team, specifically the Elise for the card play, Tyler for his stellar build.
Nami and maybe Elise. Because I don't know.
And Nami seems to be their signature champion.
Yeah, they're liking to pull out the Nami. Now, Nami not champion most people ban, so usually if you're a support player, not a bad person to pick up because...
Good person to pick up, not a great person to one trick.
Yeah, Nami is really good at niche things. But...
Well, no, she's good at everything, but she doesn't excel at anything. So, if you ban all the champions that excel...
going out, the E from Galio looking like TF may just die here for no reason. That's unfortunate play, but...
And we might see a rapid fire cannon be... Oh, he has a full... He actually bought a Doran's Blade as well.
Oh. Or was that his first item?
I don't. I think so.
Okay,
I'm
so
surprised we didn't pick up on that earlier. I guess that was just the late start.
Rep Herald coming out. Oh, Fiora coming in, and Elise. They should be able to kill them both here. This is 2 tanks. Fiora excels against them.
With the
Back
double stun.
Fiora ulting. Good Galio ult, but not able to reach. Galio has to flash over. Flash, probably unnecessary. Galio getting Elise dangerously low. Good Cocoon coming out. Fiora should be able to close it off. Elise coming in. Falling fight coming out. Ult from Misfortune. Looking pretty low. Swain. Oh, the flash in. Oh,
Cassiopeia is
but they're all really low. All sides. Oh, and the pickup fill from interesting fight bot lane. Looks like
MF goes too far forward. Thresh might be able to.
Thresh misses the
very
hit.
close.
If Thresh has flash, Thresh does not flash. Thresh can flash E ult. Thresh still has ult.
Yeah,
Thresh is in a good position right now, looking for a
the
kill
hook
on one
or the flash play.
So it seems Galio. I don't know how. I'd like to see later how he escaped. I'm pretty surprised that he was able to get out of there. Maybe
I think they were just too.
He did flash. He did flash away. It seems Twisted Fate probably doing the worst, but it's not
too surprising considering his build isn't really it's very
well,
unfocused.
Also it's still okay because Twisted Fate overall has one purpose. If he can't blow up people, which very rarely he can, and it's just a gold card and has good CC.
The issue is that he doesn't have any CDR.
That is true. He has 0 C. No, he has 20%, doesn't he? No, 10% from Lost Chapter. And
I do not believe Lost Chapter
it does get 10%. Its unique passive pays 10% so
that's dumb. When did they change that?
A year ago or 2. Looks like Cassiopeia will be killed. No! Good flash.
Oh, and Tyler
going
under the tower.
Under the tower? Oh, that was a pretty good play by Tyler. He may be dying if the smite.
Galio with the Q should be able. That was a pretty clean side.
Oh, and the flash he misses, but
it was enough to zone Galio
away. So probably not the best flash E, but if it gets the
job done.
Yeah, it's okay.
They weren't going to get the kill.
Ballin Tower is still only half, even though they've been pushed in nearly the entire game, I'd say. The 5 master coming out, probably not so much to be doing that since, that's not a very good position.
What did I just witness?
I think that was a visual bug. I don't think the Nautilus was still there. But I would not have been taunting there considering you were trying to fight a tank and then the other one to survive. Thresh looking for a nice hook here. Hook should. Oh! Swain hitting the E, that's all they need. Thresh has to fly in. That is a heal.
Yeah, we'll see them back off. They're probably going to look for another initiation.
All they have to do is wait another 10 seconds until Swain is able to pick up his E.
Oh, Twisted Fate has finished their rapid fire count. Can we pause so I can get a drink?
No, please don't. Seems like one of the turtles is
playing very casual.
Nami, Thresh could have fast come over the wall there. That would have been a. If you're all going in onto the Cassiopeia, should be able to pick up a killer.
Thresh did not have vision there, though.
No, well, that's true. Well, it was warded though. This side.
Thresh did have vision.
Pretty even. No, it's pretty even in gold. Only 2K. There's a lot of kills coming out, but it seems like
substantial.
That is true. The E missing from the Elise, but not a big deal. She'd probably just be running away anyways. Another Ocean Drake coming up. Will Elise be able to take it again?
Just non-game ending, that's all.
Yeah. Alright, just kind of chill game right now. Oh, the Cocoon coming out. Will this be a kill? Dangerously low, good. Oh, I think she might have died with an electrocute there. Tyler coming in, ulting, auto attack, that is the kill onto the Cassiopeia. Walking into his team. So, his team is following up. That was a pretty good ult. So that's what I'm saying about TF. Even though he wasn't doing amazing early, he still able to have that global pressure.
Yeah, and the rapid fire cannon.
Looks like the Galio Tornado is able to... No, it's not able to set the blue buff. I'm sorry, I was mistaken. Swain able to get his fist back again. They may be looking to go for...
Denying the blast gun.
They're looking for a dragon, I think. Nautilus, both players do not have TP, so they will not be in this fight. It is a 3v4 though, so they should be able to take it.
As Twisted Fate here, you want to be blue. carding the dragons as the most damage.
But he could be wanting to just back after this, so.
Right. But it does the most
As soon
damage.
as possible. Yeah, but he could just be wanting to do it as soon as possible.
There you go.
It's pretty good. But check the CSs from all the players.
Yeah, CSing.
Fiora's taking the lead now, 20 CS. Jungle still even, at least taking the lead now.
Oh yeah.
Mid laner losing by 30 CS, so we can see that coming out since Cassiopeia seems to be doing a lot more damage.
40 CS lead in the
That's a big CS, Swain. Swain has finished his.
We saw this game and we saw it last game. This guy is able to just dominate lanes.
Yeah, he's
in CS and pressure.
And with the support, he's able to snowball really well.
Yeah.
Especially since he's landing against two MOL champions. If he's able to hit an E here, how low is the tower? Tower's still at half health, considering they've been pushing for 20 minutes. I cannot believe we're 25 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and 5 first turrets are still up. Only 1 tower has been taken this game, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, these games get pretty dirtily pretty fast, because neither team have the confidence to actually initiate play.
If it keeps going on like this for a while, red team should be able to pick up the victory, but blue team should be able to push their advantage since they are winning by a substantial margin. Now 4K gold lead. How did that increase by 2K?
See, blue team, the advantage of their team is they have a lot of single target pick potential in Thrash, Swain, Elise, and Twisted Fate with just the raw damage of Fiora. But the other team, the Heterosexuals, they have a lot of AoE CC and damage that are just able to clap teams.
We're not seeing many towers being taken since the most fed player is an AP mage, so they don't have much pushing power. Same thing. They're looking for the Scuttle. This may be a dangerous situation, getting hooked in. This could be a fight, at least dodging the cocoon, or dodging the taunt, my bad. Oh, going in though, probably not the best position, looking like Elise may fall. Elise is going to die there. Fiora escapes by queuing over the wall. Scuttle is given away to the red team. Possibly looking for Baron or just... No, they are not looking for Baron. What is Tyler building right now? I want to see...
I think he has finished his rod. No.
Opting for another Zeal. Oh, the hook! Not going on that one.
What's that?
Alright, wait. Swain, not able to pick up the lantern. Has to flash away. He's hit the misfortune. Closer in queues. Will he be able to kill her? Zonius, that is a pretty good Galio hitting the Fiora, but they are able to kill the misfortune. Swain is still alive with his ult.
Oh, and then Fiora parry.
Big ult by Swain. They're all low on mana.
Galio is out of mana.
Swain may be falling soon. He is bleeding to death. Mom's not poisoned to death.
Sorry, Cassiopeia is just able to clean up this entire fight. There's
flashes away. Cassiopeia.
Awkward flash over there, but they will get the tower and they'll be able to pressure tier 2.
Well, Tyler may be able to pick up a kill here if he is able to. No, he's not able to get in range.
Despite the fact that he has the increased range from his fire cannon, Tyler actually does not do very much damage. His build lacks any sort of AP.
Yeah.
So
this is the engage onto the Cassiopeia. She should be falling. Nullis going in 2. This could be a pickup if there is any more CC. Nullis has no mana, so he's not able to run away. That is a snipe, and the gold card coming out. Nullis should be falling. The cocoon falling up with the CC, and Nullis does flash away just to get killed. And a flash. Alright, so what was a pretty substantial turn for red team turned into just an alright thing, since they did overstay, and it did turn out being a 4-for-4, but they did get a tower, so it's still...
I'm hoping to see a Nashor's Tooth or Gwynceus from Twisted Fate, otherwise this build's going to fall apart very quickly.
Well, I'm looking for finishing of any of the first items he built.
Yeah, I do want him to build some more AP.
Yeah, he's not looking to be building much.
Or like finish the AP items that he already has.
Well, maybe he's thinking they have too much AP, so I just don't want to build that. Oh, guy going in onto Elise. He does have advantage though, right? So the cocoon does not hit.
I guess, but Twisted Fate's going to do mostly magic damage whether you build AP or not.
That is true. If you're looking to get this tower, it will be getting pretty low. She may be able to take it. She just focuses down. Now she opts to run away. Next wave should be able to do it. Maybe having to take a few shots, but I would go for it.
Giving blue buff over to Miss.
No, Galio wants it.
Okay. Miss
What
Fortune
dragon do we
just
have up?
shuffling the blue
What
buff.
dragon coming up in a minute?
It appears that it is a
Padre.
Cloud Dragon. Whenever you ask that, it appears to be my favorite dragon. Infernal's overrated.
Alright. Okay, let's see. Botland. Botland's going for a fight. That is the old coming out. Swain. Oh, they do not think about the misfortune, and Galio goes for the thresh. Oh, the clean lantern to get him out. So they are able to pick up the misfortune while Galio is lacking and trying to kill the thresh to try to get 2 kills there. But because of that, misfortune does fall. It's maybe thresh, or I'm sorry, Nollis is slowed by the W, then hit by the cocoon. Good cocoon coming up from Elise. The dodge from Fior with the Q. And
very clean.
Good plays all around from Blue Team. Blue Team seems to have learned from their past mistakes.
And that Krog play at the beginning of the game really propelling Blue back into the lead.
They should be able to get 2 towers here. Or they at least get 1. And mid lane just pushing it out, I guess.
If they're able to get bot here and start pushing bot wave, if they have that side wave control. Yeah,
well,
this is why we do best of 2 with
these days.
Well, with everybody, just to make it fair. Yeah, but we should still just make it best of 2 to make it all uniform.
Yeah. Well, these games seem to be pretty slow.
I mean, ours is.
Well, I'm talking about this series right here, the Turtles versus the Heterosexuals.
This could very much be a draw.
Guys, we do have 11 concurrent viewers right now, so that is getting us into double digits. I'd like to get Twitch Prime members to get a
Galio getting spicy over here.
It seems Thresh and Swain are the power players. I'm sorry. In this
They're both having immense pick potential. But you have to remember that Cat Logic on their Twisted Fate doesn't need to land.
Oh, they are sneaking the dragon right now. They are able to get the dragon, which is a good pickup, which they were able to pick up for free. Fiora does have TP. Nollis does not. But they do seem to be opting out to push this bot.
Yeah, what you have to notice though is that it's not even for free. It's just the fact that they have so much pressure because they have such a huge lead.
Yeah.
It's 7K.
Oh, Galio going in. Does do a double top like a CC. Galio, Swain ulting, Misfortune ulting, coming out, killing the Elise. Big ult from Misfortune. Swain not able to do much since she's being focused out. Swain maybe will get out alive. The flash away from Swain. Fiora's pretty low. Thresh looking pretty low.
It looks like most of blue team members can come out.
Blue team not doing so well. I would say they should not be grouping up as much because they're not doing so well in these team fights.
Fiora should just
Fiora getting caught out. Fiora's dead too. So that was a big turn.
She has TP. She could have backed off, TP mid, and tried to finish off that tower.
They already had a 7K gold lead. Now they already lost 2K. 4 members got killed, and a turtle was lost. I would have said Fiora split pushes, maybe Fiora and TF, 1-1-3, because
yeah, 1-1-3 sounds reasonable.
Maybe 1-2-2.
Twisted Fate just does not. Oh, he opts for the 32-minute rod. Well, I guess it was 28 minutes because it has 4 stacks.
Or 29 minutes. Yeah. But interesting plays coming out from Blue side. I'd say they've been playing pretty well.
Their micro play has been very good, but overall their macro has been lacking.
I don't think they should be looking for team fights, which they were looking for doing that position, because Galio did not have a very good engage. He did get caught out, but it did not matter.
I mean, if you put yourself in the eyes of Swain and Thresh, who are probably dictating this game at this point, they're all like, look, we have a lead, we want to exercise it, we want to just stomp these guys out.
That is true.
But they just don't realize that the rest of their team don't have that same sort of lead or like presence.
They're about average or low. Well, it seems.
See, the issue.
They still have a 4K gold lead, so.
See, Cat Logic does have a lot of gold from his kills, but he's dumping a lot of them into some insignificant items.
Oh,
Double stun on the Nautilus.
Area actually is not as bad as I thought since
It can proc on the
mid-game,
W so much.
yeah, and mid-game pushing. I'd say I'd still probably offer Electricity for the early game pressure since that's what their team is more oriented around, but not the worst option. Okay. Can we get a 32-minute rod in chat, please? Okay, Thresh must be getting caught out here. Nope, he is not getting caught out. Good Cocoon. At least he's been doing pretty well with Cocoons this game.
Yeah, the 32-minute rod was a questionable decision.
Big CS lead now. Can you go to the CS again?
The CS again?
Big CS lead coming up from the BR, which would be expected. CS lead for Elite CS. Massive deficit for Midland, though. KSP has 50 CS less, but Ballin 80 CS less.
Holy. And I didn't even think that was possible.
Misfortune doing a smart play, though, picking more reminders so she can just be useful with her E, stopping the healing.
Yeah.
They're looking for another team fight, which is very smart for Red Side, since they don't have a big counter push.
So neither team's junglers are. Oh, and here we go.
Another team fight going on. Probably not the best. Did someone just call Rift here? I think I called that. Big ult for Misfortune, killing
there
two
goes
and a half
blue
of them.
team.
Yep.
And
like I just said, I don't think they should be trying to look for team fight. Misfortune's ult is too
that
big.
is probably going to be a Baron, but they could go tower into Baron and not lose any time.
I mean,
actually, they might just go for the inhib here. It's fine.
They should be going for the inhib in my opinion.
They should be.
They have enough damage. Honestly, wait, how long?
Death timers are
they're pretty long. They could be going for a inhibitor turret. If you're getting caught out not waiting for a teammate.
I don't think the Nexus turret is worth.
They could have.
I know, but I don't think it's worth it. They could just take Baron, regroup, go group bot, and then push another inhib.
That's true. Well, it looks like
because Nexus towers, they could all be wiped out in one push.
In my opinion, the game is looking pretty grim for Blue Side. They have the advantage, and they didn't use advantage wisely. They should have been still pushing, not looking for the team fight, because like we said at the beginning of the game, the early game isn't great, but the team fighting is massive. Since they have two tanks, both with really influential ults in the WCLCS, Cassiopeia, Nami, and Misfortune.
Oh, and Elise is coming in, and she's gone.
Flash tries. I mean, valiant effort.
She was close.
Yeah.
She actually made it into smite range, I believe.
Almost, but too much CC.
Yeah.
Looks like. Looks like the
and Elise isn't very happy with her team. I mean, I don't blame her.
I mean, she's 3-6.
3-7.
3-7,
but
yeah, they've had good plays, good cocoons.
Yeah, so in a competitive game like this, with two evenly matched teams, you really want to look at, like, to see the worth in a jungler, you want to look at their kill participation, right? You see Miles with 19 out of 22 kill participation, almost solo carrying the game.
That's very surprising considering he's a Galio jungle, which I would believe would be very easily abused.
And then you have the Elise jungle, who's 3-7-6 with only 9 out of 20, which is less than half of their kill participation.
Right.
You could just tell that she's not a very relevant member of the game.
Well, blue team seems to just be looking for everything they can get since they did lose their jungler to an unfortunate disconnect.
Yeah,
we're just assuming that the hamster stopped running. That's the assumption.
I'm not even sure if there's a hamster running upstairs in that brain of Lisa's. Especially after that Krug play.
Yeah, the Krug play seemed to be working a lot better early.
Yeah.
Here we have another 40-minute game. Jesus. Long games here from these teams.
These teams are actually apes.
The game is paused. Alright.
Yeah, we don't really understand Roy's thought process in these games.
Alright, so we have another... I'm gonna pause here. Some people are wanting a bathroom break this game.
You don't know who that is. What's going on in Twitch chat?
There is a lot of a lot of people are talking about the tactical dodge to lure the team into a false sense of security.
So we have 14 viewers. We have just passed our next prime
Can we
number.
get our boy in chat, please? Boy is our boy. Alright, guys, we have a record high 15 viewers. Alright.
Let's go.
It's actually not bad.
Guys are ducks.
Moncast, Party Man.
Yeah, we might have to hide this chat. We need to keep the stream PG. Okay, it's hidden enough.
We do not know how long this break hiatus may be. Hopefully, we get word soon.
Hopefully in the single digits. Oh, and play will resume in 3, 2, 1,
Okay.
and we're back.
Will he reconnect? Do you think he'll reconnect here?
I think he's getting back on right now, and that's why they chose to rejoin, or they're the surrender vote's out right now.
So that's probably what's happening.
So Nautilus does not have very much base damage, but with the Elder Dragon and the Baron buff, him and his horde of minions are able to storm the tower and walk uncontested through the Fiora.
There should be a quick ending of Fiora.
It doesn't matter, she's taking all that true damage ticks. She can heal through it with her ulti, but there's too many minions there.
Yeah, this is a rough match, if they don't have a jungler. Even if they did, there's not much they can do since Elise isn't able to clear away.
The game was pretty much wrapped up right after the Baron play.
Yeah.
And I think that's game.
17 viewers. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Fiji Water. 618. Shout out to Fiji Water. Fiji Water sponsor us, please. Okay. Let's see. This should be a quick end. You know, bot lane played pretty well. I have to give props to Slay and Thresh. They played really well this game.
Yeah.
Not much they could have done. They did their best to carry. I think overall both teams played decently, just not. I think both teams played well, just not smart decisions from the blue team. That's what lost them the game in the end.
Yeah, we definitely could have seen a more conventional build from Twisted Fate.
Yeah, I think Twisted Fate.
He compromised a huge portion of their lead. That last chapter, fun fact, is actually the first item he built.
Then the Catalyst.
Yes. Then.
So let's see if we can do an interview with one of the players.
Yeah, I would really like to talk to
the export one.
The export?
Or just
I need to get rid of
Yeah.
See, look, I'm remembering these things.
Big brain. Alright, let's see if we can hop into Discord here.
And we will be launching Discord
now. Alright, this game is. These guys are entertaining to commentate on. I think blue team definitely have a good chance at winning this one.
Both games they did. It was very even.
Yeah, I think all the games today were, or not all the games. 3 out of the 4 games today were pretty even.
Yeah. One of the games earlier today did not quite go as we intended.
Well, when is the creep minion game expected?
It appears everybody is gone from Discord.
The so called. Well.
I don't blame anybody.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can be ending the stream for tonight. We should be going on live next
next
weekend?
week. I
Saturday?
won't be here next weekend or the weekend after that. But there's subs for me. Well,
Yeah.
actually, nobody really plays jumbo. Okay. Good night.